Hey guys, something magical happened at the lunch table the other day that I wanted to share, which led me into wanting to do this talk on why is achieving a goal so difficult. And so I want to share a story first. Breck and I were sitting down at the lunch table together the other day, and instead of screaming like he had been doing, because that's what babies do, right? Whenever they want more of something or whenever they can't express their feelings, then they just scream because they don't know how to communicate yet. And so he wanted more, and instead of screaming, he just put his hands together and he did more like this, but he did the sign language for more. And it was glorious because then him and I sat down and we had a fantastic, quiet lunch together. Now, did he learn to do this on his own? Absolutely not. It was something that Andy and I and the family had been working on for a couple months now. And so I was able to reap the benefits of seeing that hard work and discipline pay off. And so it just reminded me of, hey, why don't we talk about why is achieving a goal so difficult? And so the first part of achieving a goal is simple, and that's having a goal. And so many of us have a goal, right? That's what we do at the beginning of the year. We set out, hey, I want to lose 40 pounds. I want to, be financially free. Whatever your goal is, like set your goal first and tell somebody, because obviously that holds you to a higher accountability, right? With somebody outside of yourself. The breakdown for us is in this next step, and that is within a goal, there is a system, and within that system, there has to be discipline. And so while systems matter, the process makes the difference. And that's where we lose hope, because we are not a disciplined people a lot of the times, right? That's not the easy part. And so going back to Breck, whenever we saw that he was starting to scream, Andy and I came together. We said, hey, this is not acceptable. This is not what we want. We want the goal of him being able to communicate in a quieter way. And so we sat down with the kids and we said, hey kids, this is what we're going to do as a family. We don't want Breck to scream. And so how we're going to achieve that is that we're going to teach him sign language until he's able to communicate with words. And so what we would do every time we would feed Breck, no matter who it was, we would say more, and then we would do it with his hands, and then we would give him a bite. And so we would say more, do it here, and do it with his hands, and then give him a bite. And we would do this over and over and over again. And of course it was exhausting. I mean, it wasn't that enjoyable. Breck would get frustrated. The kids were like, oh, we have to do this again. And yes, we would tell them, this is how we're getting to our goal, right? And so I just want to leave you with that encouragement, because like Breck and I, and now our family, were able to sit down and enjoy a quiet dinner together because we had a goal, we put a system in place, and then we were disciplined in carrying out that process. And afterwards, what did we get to do? We get to celebrate now. We celebrate while having a quiet dinner together. And so one last thing that I want to touch on is Andy and I were walking one day and I read this Chinese proverb, and it said, the journey is your reward. And so don't get too caught up into just keeping your head down and focusing so much on this goal that you're missing on life that's going on in the meantime. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey along the way, because that's what gets us to our higher grounds, our higher goals in life. Thank you.